Welcome to Help Desk with Joe, show number 136. And we are here in a beautiful day in Spencer, West Virginia at the Patch Turned Up studio. And with me, as always, Justin.
Morning.
And Joe.
Morning, guys.
Yeah, we're here. Wonderful day. Wonderful week of weather. What happened?
I thought you were going to turn in Mr. Rogers there. You said it's a beautiful day. I was waiting to hear in the neighborhood.
I wish I had that kind of...
Optimism?
Well, no, just voice about me and ability to pull that off. But
Yeah.
I do not. Mr. Rogers was one of a kind. Although there is a movie out, right, with Tom Hanks or something?
Yes, I have not seen it.
I have not either.
I thought it was pretty
I wanted
good.
to, but
Yeah.
I just never got around to it.
He did a lot of groundbreaking stuff.
He did.
A lot of hidden groundbreaking stuff.
Yeah, I actually did a speech about him in college.
Ooh, what'd you talk about?
Basically his career and how he broke ground in a lot of areas.
Yeah, he was a pretty open-minded, driving individual for good causes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
especially with children and not socio, but more emotional and social and behavioral learning type ideas that we're just now starting to incorporate, which he brought up back then.
Right. And kind of shows you where society's going today. Mr. Rogers has unfortunately gone kind of the wayside, and you can see it in society.
Yeah.
And he approached topics as like, this is different, but you can still be respectful.
Oh, yeah. Big on respect, big on social respect and manners.
Yes.
Man, fantastic teacher of manners. That's what I remember the most. But yeah, that's a good point. I need to watch that Mr. Rogers movie. I gotta get TV first. We'll see. Anyway.
Well, you had a projector, but that wouldn't.
No, gosh, I'm a knucklehead. Anyway. All right, well, we're here, and show 136, we're plugging away at the numbers, and a little bit different deal today. We got 3 topics that you're going to talk about, Joe, and then Justin has the tip of the week.
Yes.
Yeah, I stumbled across something for once. And
I don't know that I'm a fan, because it's Joe's tip of the week, and I don't like change.
Yeah, but this is a good one.
All right.
It's Joe.
We shall see.
It's Joe approved, so it's got to be good.
Okay, yeah, that is true.
Plus, we'll get some commentary from Joe. It won't be just me talking.
No,
so.
that's okay. I'm just going to
We'll get the experts.
Tip of the week change is throwing me off my game. No, I'm joking. But anyway,
Well, Justin kind of made the comment of enough of this nonsense. He's
we got to up the game.
Yeah.
I got to get involved in this.
Yeah.
I understand. I don't have that ability either.
the adult in the room has spoken and said, all right, enough of you shenanigans.
Yeah,
We got to get this thing back on track.
Yeah, I understand. All right, well, we're here, and A&M Digital Technologies, Joe and Cena, local business, bringing news topics, so pay attention to these. They affect everyday people, and that's what I like about this show. So let's get started. T-Mobile, which is a local business we have here, and I know, Joe, you're a T-Mobile guy.
Absolutely.
So lay it on us. What's the deal with T-Mobile today? Well, hold on. We didn't even discuss. Are
Okay.
these good stories, bad stories?
I have one good one and 2 bad ones, but the third bad one isn't that bad. It's kind of sad, but not bad.
Okay, all right. Now I'm curious because I heard you and Justin, I overheard as I was getting the key, talking about maybe the tip of the week?
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right, T-Mobile. Hit us with it.
All right, so if you are a fan of MLB TV, T-Mobile has been, for the last several years, offering the whole year subscription of MLB TV, which I'm not a huge baseball fan, but it's free, so I took advantage of it.
Yeah.
They have renewed their contracts with T-Mobile. It will provide free MLB TV to customers through 2028.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Who does anything for 5 years?
T-Mobile.
Wow. Now, did this make you become a baseball fan? Or help you become a baseball fan?
Help me become a little more of a baseball fan.
Okay. I've never been a baseball fan, so I have no idea.
Like, now that I have it, I'll like turn it on just for background noise in the office while I'm working.
Okay. Have you watched any games recently? Have they started their season?
They have started their season. I just haven't watched anything. If I'm watching anything, I'm usually watching like the Cincinnati Reds.
I read a story though that they're doing like a pitch clock or a batter clock, something like that speeds up the pitching.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how that happens. And the whole point was, I think it was on NPR. They were talking to somebody and they're like, well, when they introduced the designated hitter, everybody's like, oh, tradition. And then now the designated hitter change has been a good change apparently because they've kept it
Right.
for 40, 50 years now.
Right.
And they were just talking about sometimes change is good and necessary, and we'll see, and they can always change it back.
Right.
But to draw more fans in, because I'll be honest with you, I am not a baseball fan. Now my best friend growing up, Jay Hamrick, made me watch the Cleveland Indians with him, and hated it. Except when John Rocker came out on the field, because that cat was crazy. He come running out in a sprint, and people threw stuff at him. And I was like, all right, now I'll watch.
Yeah.
But I just hate it because it took forever.
Yeah.
Slow sport. But
Yeah, that's the only complaint I have with baseball is if one team gets a run on the other, it's gonna be a long game. But
well, hopefully this speed up deal will help and draw more fans in, and America's sport will become more popular.
Right.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so MLB for 5 years.
Yes.
Free.
Yes.
Wow.
So here's how it works. Every Tuesday, T-Mobile sends out a notification. They have an app called T-Mobile Tuesday.
Okay.
And you open it every Tuesday, and they'll show you a list of freebies. If you haven't already, you've missed this year's registration to get the MLB free. That was about 3 weeks ago.
Right.
But stay tuned for next year and stay on top of it. So T-Mobile will continue to offer free MLB TV subscriptions to customers through 2028. In a post on its site, the carrier announced that it has extended its partnership with Major League Baseball, giving customers a chance to watch baseball games for free each season. T-Mobile has offered MLB TV, which typically costs $149.99 per year, as a free perk to its customers for the past 8 years.
Oh, wow.
The service provides live streams of out-of-market home and away games, along with access to pre-game and post-game shows. While you can't catch in-market games live, it will still let you watch them on demand after they're aired across a range of platforms, including iOS, Android, Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, and PlayStation. So if you're a fan of MLB TV and you take advantage of this T-Mobile perk like myself, good news, it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Why the limited window on signing up? Why can't you do it year round?
What's the deal with that?
Well, I think
Just to limit it?
Yeah, since it's a free perk, they don't want to lose too much money.
Right. It's like those mail-in rebates. They figure, well, some people won't mail it back in, so.
Right.
Interesting. Yeah, that is peculiar. Why? I mean, I see what you're saying, but to fit inside that window. But I guess if you're a T-Mobile person, they probably alert you and let you know.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I have the app on my phone, and every Tuesday I get reminded in case I haven't opened it up. Hey, there's this week's perks. And
Gotcha.
And there's a new freebie every week?
Yeah.
You know what I like is that there's a local store downtown here in Spencer, West Virginia.
Yes.
So that makes it nice. Excuse me. We're big on local business. So
Yes.
Awesome stuff. Good to hear. So I assume that's our good story for the day.
Yes. It just goes downhill from here.
Yeah. As usual. That's all right. We'll start off on a high note.
Yep.
You're not going to ruin our day today. I don't think.
Right.
Are you going to ruin our day today, Joe?
Possibility.
Crap. All right.
But
hey, you got to take the good with the bad.
But this MLB TV kind of helps because where YouTube TV took it away.
That's right. I meant to bring that up in the beginning. I forgot.
Yeah.
Because I knew somebody had canceled the contract.
Yeah.
So now.
So if you're YouTube TV, if you're a subscriber to YouTube TV and T-Mobile, you didn't
lose anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're YouTube TV for whatever you paid, you probably switch to T-Mobile, get it for free. Well, can you still get it for free if you're a new user?
I don't think so, unless somebody at the store knows some kind of backdoor setup.
So anyway, Justin, do you notice Joe brings a drink every week, but we don't get it?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to throw this out there. There were promises about Backwood Ramblings.
Yeah, and I remembered that this morning, and then the bus didn't show up, so I had to play bus driver this morning. So
I forgot about was it some sort of
frozen hot chocolate?
Cold hot chocolate, frozen hot chocolate.
Frozen.
Yeah,
I forgot what it was.
I hadn't forgot, guys.
I don't believe you. I think you drove by and was like, beep beep. Boys aren't getting nothing today. Don't forget. We didn't forget because it's food.
Yeah.
It's a food product. Didn't get any apple juice. Didn't get any Backwood Ramblings.
Oh, no,
what is this day coming to?
This is orange juice, so it's not that fancy.
I'd take orange juice. Ever tell you how thirsty I get, Joe? And I know Justin's parched. He's been talking all morning.
Well, you guys can share. You're more than welcome to it.
Oh boy.
We got some little cups in there.
He's gonna pull a Kale on me. Kale will be like, "Hey, you want a drink?" And what was left was like a little bit of backwash.
Yeah.
He'd just grin at me, and I'm like, man, that's not right.
Yeah.
I saw him do that to Katie this weekend, actually. He's like, hey, got any water left? He's like, I sure do. She looked at us like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I'll just die of
80%.
dehydration.
80% backwash.
Yeah. Yum.
Well,
Ugh.
and I'll share this one too. When he was little, he'd be like, hey, I need a drink of water. You know, it's like 3-4 years old, and he'd be eating like crackers or something.
Yeah.
And I'd give him my water
Oh.
on a water bottle, and for some reason, you know how you leave a little gap and let air in? He would not do that. He would take a drink, and it would suction in, and then it'd go kaboop, and suction back, and all the cracker would go back in the water bottle.
Oh.
It's like, it's your water now, pal.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You get water.
"Ugh."
Now you have water with prizes.
But it took him a little while to figure out that that's why I kept giving it to him after that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not.
So then he done it on purpose.
Well, I think he just saw it as a bonus. He's like, okay, that's all I got to do, and I get my own water out
Yeah.
of this deal. Yeah. Crackers in the water. Kids. I'd like to say he's grown out of that, but I'm pretty sure not.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, you send him to school to get all this education, and he still pull stunts like
Oh,
that.
yeah. I'm not even going to tell you about the water balloon launcher. Anyway.
I had one of those. I don't know where it went.
Shenanigans will be shenanigans. So if you see a story on Yahoo News about a water balloon launcher, it was Kale.
Yeah. Well, considering the crew I've heard and seen results of that he runs with,
Oh, yeah.
aka the NASCAR story.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Amazon.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazon is shutting down. Dave, have you ever heard of this company, the Book Depository, the website?
No, I don't think so. I've
Okay.
heard of like thrift books, and I have been using Audible, courtesy of Justin, and I like it a lot. It's really weird. You guys ever did books on tape or like listen to audiobooks?
I have purchased a few
I've
books on
dabbled.
Audible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had not done that before, and I got to say it's very interesting. I thought that they would have maybe it's just this book, but I thought it would be like one person in one voice just narrating the book. But it's actually multiple people doing multiple characters,
Yeah.
and with sound effects. It's pretty crazy. It's like listening to a movie,
Now I've listened to
a narrated movie.
a few like autobiographies, and
Yeah, I'm not.
I found I enjoy it better if the actual author is reading their own story.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, cause I listened to one where like their son read it. And it's like, it's not the same.
Doesn't have the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one's like a murder mystery type deal, and it's got the different voices and sound effects. It's like, man, this is pretty cool. So I'm all into it now. But yeah. All right. Anyway, Amazon.
Amazon is shutting down its popular online bookseller, the Book Depository. Amazon, who has recently laid off thousands of workers, is cutting down on costs, now shutting down their global online bookseller, the Book Depository. The giant online book retailer posted a note this week that it will be closing its virtual doors on April 26 after opening for nearly 2 decades. They said, quote, "From all of us at Book Depository, want to say thank you, delivering your favorite reads to you since 2007. It has been a pleasure," end quote, the note read. People will still be able to place last-minute orders until about midday on April 26, and orders will continue to be delivered until June 23rd. Acquired by Amazon in 2011, the Book Depository sold over 20 million books and delivered them worldwide free of charge. The company shipped thousands of books every single day to more than 120 countries worldwide from fulfillment centers in both UK and Australia.
All right, Justin, get your telephone ready. Amazon's revenue for this last quarter was only $149.2 billion.
That's all.
And here's the downside, boys. The previous quarter, they only earned $145.4 billion. So they only earned, an extra $400 million. So struggling, because when shareholders can only earn 400 and some million in a quarter, that it's problems on the horizon.
Yeah.
Gotta,
I mean,
gotta
because 145 billion.
trim some fat. Get
Yeah.
that
Because that's only like a 3% or 3 cents per share of revenue. So,
See, that's why I couldn't go to Backwood Rims this morning.
8675309. Area code, your choice.
Yeah.
Help out Amazon,
Yeah.
please. They're on the ropes. They're only making 3 cents a share this quarter, and oh my gosh, 149 billion just didn't go cut it, boys.
Nope.
I don't like that it's cutting into our backwood ramblings, though.
Yeah. See, now it's hitting home.
I know. Now it's personal. I don't like it. I'm sad. Somebody call in 8675309.
So what was their deal? They were just big on free shipping. That whole thing about shipping it anywhere for free.
You bought a book and then they would ship it to you for free.
You know, this is what I'm gonna say. I like his ex-wife a lot more than I like Jeff Bezos. She's giving away money
Really?
like crazy, hand over fist. I mean, just pumping out billions to nonprofits. Where he flew himself to space and is cutting out the books program. Which, I mean, who in the world cuts out books? Come on now.
Well, it's kind of a slippery slope because he started with magazines a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
and now he's cutting into books.
Yeah.
And books is what made Amazon.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. That's kind of like the foundation.
Yeah, that's one of the cornerstones. That's just what just boggles my mind.
Well, curses to you, Jeff Bezos.
So
I can't remember his wife's name, but boy, she's giving away tons of money. Anyway.
does this mean they're not going to be selling books at all?
No, they still sell books on Amazon itself, but
Yeah.
if you're used to purchasing them through the book depository,
Mm-hmm.
That section of it is gone.
yeah.
Scoundrels. Still got to use Amazon.
Yep.
But anyway. Man,
That's just bump up sales on their e-readers, which
I don't know.
as big as a nerd that I am, I cannot wrap my head around the e-reader.
Yeah,
I
don't
can't.
like it. We have them, and my kids have them. They use them like when we travel a lot because you get through your book and you're done. But honestly, 9 times out of 10 we bring paper books anyway.
Yeah.
And the e-readers are like an emergency.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, they haven't even used their e-readers for a while. But yeah, I don't know. I like the paper books, but way better.
Yep.
Jeff Bezos, scoundrel. 149 billion. Psh. He can't get to space again, boys, on that kind of profit margin.
I know. For the 15-minute ride.
Yeah. Anyway. Huh. Hopefully there's some backlash and they gotta bring it back.
Hopefully.
Doubt though. Cutting corners.
Yep.
Saving pennies.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, anyway. What was the last one? I forget.
Google.
Google.
Yes.
Why we got what? Google?
Yes.
Oh boy. Alright. Lay it on me.
All right. Google is to shut down support for Dropcam and Nest secure devices.
I haven't heard Dropcam. I've heard of Nest because I know you talked about it.
Now, before we get out the pitchforks and the tiki torches.
86753.
No.
Okay.
Hear me out.
All right.
Earlier this week, Google decided to end support for the Dropcam and Nest Secure Home security system in 2024, with the exact date being April 8th of 2024, so less than a year from now. These are among the few remaining Nest products that haven't been brought over to Google Home app, as Google has been slowly bringing all of its smart home devices into a single app. If you have a Dropcam camera, you will be able to keep using it until October 8th of next year, after the camera will stop working. To help with this news, Google is offering affected customers an indoor wired Nest Cam if they subscribe to Nest Aware. Non-subscribers will receive 50% off coupon for a Nest Cam. This promotion will run until May 7th of next year, so don't forget to take advantage if you want it. Google had previously committed to supporting Nest products for a minimum of 5 years, but it ended up supporting the products for 9 years after it purchased Nest in 2014. It's great news that Google Home and Nest are finally merging with one another, along with the new Google Home app in its seemingly final stages of development. If you have the Nest Home security, Google is offering to help switch you over to ADT. So it's kind of sad that Google's putting the final curtain call on some of these products, but the good news is they support them a lot longer than what they promised, so I can't fault Google on this one.
Yeah, I mean, stuff runs out.
Right.
And you've had multiple stories of where entities have given adequate time to switch over. I mean,
Right.
and honestly, how good could those cameras be at this point?
Exactly.
So yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, Dropcam was kind of one of the first like internet-based security cams.
Yeah. How old is it?
They was purchased in 2014.
Wow. So yeah, I mean that's 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Upgrade your cameras, folks.
Yeah.
Can't really complain about that one too much.
No, but here's our free plug to Wise. Hint, hint.
Ooh, we haven't plugged Wise for a while.
No, we haven't. Well, again, we're holding out for the money, but yet they win again because I went and bought the monthly subscription now. So
Did you really?
yes, I did. We're putting up cameras at our church. So I was like, you know what? Might as well just go ahead and
Bite the bullet. Here we go.
Yep.
What?
So Wise, you win again.
Wise.
What's the monthly thing do?
Well, let me just talk about that.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, Wise. Pick us up. Help us out.
Why? Because they won the game. They won the battle so far.
Yeah, I have Wise cams. I like them. I had one go bad. Wouldn't charge. But it was past the warranty. But yeah, I like them. I like the app. I think the app is easy to use.
Yeah, that's what I. Okay, so the Wise Cam Plus gives you. There we go.
Yeah.
Motion triggered alerts. Of course, you get that with the regular plan. Sound trigger alerts, which you get with a regular plan. Smoke and carbon monoxide sound triggered alerts, which is normal. Now you also get cloud video recording, person detection, package detection, vehicle detection, pet detection, 2 times and 4 times event fast forwarding, and Wise Web View, so you can actually view them on your computer and not just your mobile device.
I will say that the pet detection's pretty cool because I have one on my backyard where my dogs are just to make sure they're still around
Yeah.
occasionally, and it'll say movement pet.
Yeah.
So that's pretty neat.
So I went and signed up for the unlimited plan, which is $10 a month, but there are limitations. It limits you to 99 cameras.
Wow. Huh.
So
Not too bad.
I don't know if I
I
can.
still like Wise.
Oh, I do too.
I haven't been to the website for a while. They got anything new?
I'm not seeing anything new. I mean, some new cameras maybe.
They have a new pan cam. Of course, they announced that pan cam literally a week after I buy another pan cam because
Yeah.
my first one finally died. They've got this
Sprinkler controller.
Gaming headset.
yeah, and the Wise Cam OG and OG Telephoto. Those are kind of new cameras. They have a mesh routing system now, mesh wireless router system.
Yeah, there for a while they were adding all kinds of stuff. Home security and monitoring system. I don't even know what that means, but
It's like ADT but affordable.
nice.
Yeah, when I say affordable,
Oh, yeah,
it's
'cause
like
they got entry sensors and motion sensors.
yeah. And when I say but affordable, it's like well here, let me pull it up here. It's like
$99.
$5-10 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Huh.
okay. Right here, their high end package, $40 a year.
We never did get the car.
Hmm.
What are we waiting on there?
Amazon stock to go up.
Pretty clever, Joe. Alright, I see how it is. What was the name of that phone we were supposed to get?
Oh, the Chatterbox phone.
Chatterbox.
I told you I wasn't paying those marked up eBay prices.
I know, I'm waiting for it to come back on sale. Oh, they're in. Oh.
They've had a hint of excitement.
Unavailable nearby. $50, Joe. I don't know what that means. Huh. I guess you can't order 'em.
Nope.
Alright, one day, Justin, you and I will be Bluetoothing it on the Chatterbox. Hopefully. Anyway, All right, so I forget what we were talking about. Something about Google.
Ending support for Dropcam
Oh, that's
and
right.
Nest
And then we
Secure.
started out down the line. I got
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Okay. Huh. All right, well, Justin, you got your tip of the week ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, for our all new segment here at our
This is direct from the FBI.
from our help desk with Joe, it is now Justin's tip of the week.
Yes. And it's a very good one.
And no pressure or nothing, but if this goes poorly, you're out. You're out. And we're just back to Joe.
Here's the tweet that the FBI issued. They say avoid using free charging stations in airports, hotels, or shopping centers. So everybody out there, keep that in mind when you're out traveling this summer. Bad actors have figured out ways to use public USB ports to introduce malware and monitoring software.
How's that possible?
Carry your own charger and USB cord and just use like an electrical outlet because obviously you can't hack that yet. And yeah, don't run up to one of those public things and just stick your USB cord right into it because that's potentially hooking right into some sort of hacker's.
You're plugging into Pandora's box,
Yeah.
basically.
See, now we flew for soccer there back in January, and I saw they had cords on the box, but the cords stuck out.
Yeah.
You just could plug your phone into them.
Right. Just as bad.
Yeah, because you don't know what's on the other end.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it makes sense because that's the kids ran right over. Oh, I gotta plug our phone in.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Now, that might have been a bad call.
Potentially. Yeah, so this is kind of a known issue in the tech rings for a while, but it's kind of been flying under the radar because there's always been talk of there's a potential it can be done, but apparently now it's actually being done. So what they do is if I was a bad guy, I could walk up to that charging station, plug in my device. It looks like I'm just charging, but I can put what they call a payload on there, which is basically just a malware app that can do who knows what. I can set it up where it loads that malware onto your phone, so then once you step away from that device, the virus malware is on your phone, then I can sit there and literally monitor everything you do, or I can monitor what you're doing while you're charging, because I guarantee you there's 99% chance that you're going to be using your phone while it's charging, and you could be doing anything. You could be checking Facebook, you could be shopping.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man.
Yeah. So it's one of those, as luring as it appears, to just plug your phone into one of those free available charging ports, you're plugging into Pandora's box.
Yep. Get yourself a little portable charger.
Yes. So
They're pretty cheap nowadays.
yeah, get a power bank, or at least carry your charger
Yeah.
with you.
I was going to say a power bank sounds probably most appropriate.
Yeah, they're calling this juice jacking,
Yes.
and it's been known to be an issue since 2021.
What? 2 years now?
Mm-hmm.
And it was commented that they're not quite sure why they suddenly decided to issue this statement, just to remind people, or what, or if there's been an uptick or what.
There had to be an uptick.
Good
or
job,
so,
FBI. The heck.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say there had to have been an uptick, or else it wouldn't have been brought up.
So don't get juice jacked out there. That's my tip.
Don't get juice jacked. I've heard a lot of stuff. By golly.
You've heard it all now.
Welcome.
So that does bring a very good point. Dave, you're a traveler.
Mhm.
Do you take advantage of, not necessarily in an airport, but when you go to stay at a hotel, do you take advantage of plugging into those USB ports?
No.
Very good. I'm proud of you.
No, they don't charge as fast as plugging into the wall.
Right.
So, and I have my own charger I keep in my travel bag with the little
Right.
plug-in. So
And that's where I always go into, is it doesn't charge as fast, so I don't even fool with it.
Mhm.
yeah, I didn't even think about that at hotels and stuff when they have the alarm clocks. Some of them, most of them are lamps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those public,
Interesting.
I don't know, are there companies at all involved in that? Like, does the airport pay some company to manage those
Charging station.
charging stations? And if so, are they
Probably.
are they in trouble?
It's probably one of those.
Because it seems weird that like the FBI would issue this, and then are we just going to continue and those are just going to be around, and they're going to say not to use them, but they're going to be there for people to
Just
use.
how it goes.
Yeah. It's like, well, we warned you.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's been said, but you chose to ignore it.
Because there's companies that actually, like I said, put that stuff out. I watched the show Bar Rescue, and one of the things that when they do remodel those bars is what a company comes in and puts charging stations at the bar, so you can just charge your phone while you're at the bar. And that's the first thing I thought of, was like, well, that's okay. It's one of those, the concept looks good on paper, but I'm worried about juice jacking. Somebody can go in there and do exactly that.
Yeah. Huh.
You just can't trust anything now.
Yeah, because just plugging the cord in, if your phone is still locked, I feel like that is a bit of a protection. But like you said, Joe, if someone has their phone unlocked and they're sitting there using it while plugged in, then somebody could have free reign to do whatever.
You don't even have to necessarily have your phone unlocked.
Yeah.
As long as your phone's turned on and you plug that cable in, that's literally all the access they need, because they can run software that completely bypasses the lock and all that, and can cause you to have a bad day.
How often do people just plug their phone in and let it charge like that and don't do anything? Now, I would, but,
Yeah, but
anybody else is going to sit there and be on their phone while it's charging.
Right.
So you're unlocking. And,
Right. Yeah, I mean, depending on what kind of ill intention the bad guy has, it can be as severe as you plug it in and you can just leave it sitting charging, and it still load that virus payload on there, and you're completely oblivious to it until it's too late.
Yeah.
And when I say bad news, it can literally be anything from monitoring software to software that can turn your camera on when you're not aware, to tracking software, to up to and including ransomware, where it takes over your phone, locks it down, and says, hey, you have to pay X amount of dollars before we'll unlock your phone.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, going along with that, Joe, you mentioned an extra little tip that if you ever stumble across a thumb drive just on the ground or something, don't think, yeah, it's my lucky day, and put it in your computer.
Yes.
Look what I found, guys.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Yeah, that's an excellent bonus tip. If you are out and about and you see an SD card laying on the ground or a thumb drive laying on the ground, do not, under any circumstances, pick that up and plug it in your computer unless you're just wanting to buy a new computer or just want to see what happens, because
Come on, Joe.
there are thumb drives out there and they're very easy to order, and I can give you guys a website. I won't give it on the air. But there are websites that you can buy thumb drives where it looks like a thumb drive, and as soon as you plug it in, it shorts out the USB port, shorts out the motherboard, and completely destroys the computer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And you literally don't know it until you see everything go black.
That's not good.
Yeah. And again, it's just like the charging port. Worst case scenario, well, it's not. It's kind of a double-edged sword. It'll either fry your device, or it can load a virus payload, just like these public charging ports.
Mm-hmm.
And you're basically playing with Pandora's box again, plugging in a thumb drive or an SD card that you don't know where it came from. You don't know what's on it.
So the lesson is free stuff is bad, I guess, when
Yes.
it comes to technology.
Well, and you gotta know, you pick up a thumb drive like that,
Mhm.
that's just rolling the dice.
Yeah.
And when you're talking about, how much is a laptop? $1,000. Even if you got a cheap one, $200-300, who's gonna throw away $200-300
Yeah.
over a jump drive
Yeah.
Mhm.
or a flash drive, whatever
Right.
you call it?
Yeah.
So just don't do it. Not worth the risk at all.
No.
Okay. Good tip of the week, Justin.
Yep.
You can continue to dabble in tip of the week, I guess. But we shall see.
Yeah.
See what the public says. We'll see if we get any comments.
Yeah.
No, but
Terrible tip.
yeah.
Justin might be voted off the
Get
island.
him off
tip of the
there.
week, yeah. No more Justin tips of the week.
No, when Justin told me, I was like, "Ooh, that's a perfect one, especially spring break. We're coming out of spring break, everybody's getting ready for summer vacation,
summer travel and all that.
Yeah, it's honestly when I saw that, not something I ever would have thought. And then once you think about it, you're like, well, of course, somebody thought, ooh, there's a way I can hack somebody.
Yeah.
So don't.
Well, I mean, and you have your credit card information on your phone usually if you use, because I know everybody and their brother now is using the pay apps.
Tap to pay, yeah.
So, got a lot of information on there you need to protect. I was going to say, my phone, wherever you want to get off there, have at it. I don't really have anything worth anything, but I do. Like, I paid for my gas this morning because you got me on that Exxon app.
Right.
So there is some information on there that is valuable.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So hackers cut me some slack. I need to pay for my gas using my phone still. I don't need to, but I do. The kids use it. Makes it nice. They need to pay for their gas.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I need to pay for their gas.
Yeah.
That's how it really goes down. Anyway. All right. What else we got for the show? Does that wrap it up?
That wraps it up.
So just I'm going to give an overview here of today's show. Beautiful weather here in Spencer, West Virginia. It's an awesome day out. Exciting stuff going on. And then no backwood ramblings. No sharing of the orange juice.
Hey, I did offer.
None of our own orange juice today. And we did get our wise tip in and Justin's debut of tip of the week.
Yes.
Okay. And stories about T-Mobile.
Yep.
MLB free package.
Yes.
Amazon only made $149 billion this quarter, and Google shutting down their cameras.
Yes.
Okay. There we go. Summed it up.
Very nice, sir.
It's the first time I remembered all of it forever, so I feel pretty good about myself today.
I'm proud of you.
It's a good Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, Joe, anything else we need to know this week?
Shop local.
Shop local. There you go. I like that. We've mentioned Backwood Ramblings. Of course, we have the front porch and all the other businesses.
I saw where the front porch is opening back up.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know they weren't open, but okay.
Yeah.
I've been trying, I'm saving money here, so I haven't eaten out here for lunch forever. Joe won't take us out to lunch, Justin. You notice that? Shows up with one orange juice.
Yeah.
But I offered to share. Yeah.
Jeez Louise. I've been down that road. I got kids. I know how it goes. Let me share this with you as you lick it and like, blah, blah. By the way, I had a cold. Anyway. Sharon's caring.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't fall for it, folks. Anyway. But yeah, shop local. Of course, this show brought to you by A&M Digital Technologies. Joe taking care of all our good stuff. I just handed him a laptop this morning. You're welcome, Joe. We were joking, have the jump drive on the ground, a business card taped to it.
Yeah.
Here's a jump drive. By the way, you'll need to call me later.
Yeah. When you plug this in, here's my number.
Yeah, so don't fall for it, folks. That's a good tip of the week. And FBI, only 2 years late.
Yeah.
It's about late. They must be iPhone users, too.
Yeah.
It takes 2 years to get you the good stuff.
Yeah.
But don't worry, it's on its way. Oh, gosh. Anyway, yeah, shop local. We're talking about MLB free for T-Mobile users, and we have a local T-Mobile place, and lots of good local businesses. So shop local, of course. All the local businesses. I will say this, we have had amazing support from our local businesses here for our patch stuff. Our Fun Run series, which we had we're switching it up a little bit. If you haven't been involved in those, get involved. They're free. They're not free. They're close to free. $10 and 5 canned goods. Usually is the entry fee. You get a nice shirt out of it that we have done at Mountain State Awards. And we switched up the names. So we had the Shamrock and Roll, this past one, and we're getting ready to have the Mud, Sweat, and Tears, which I go back and forth on. It seems pretty like it's going to be a tough, crazy, tough mudder or Spartan type race, but it's not. It's just our local binge run trails with a little bit of flair.
Well, I don't know. If the weather is the typical Justin race day weather, there will be tears.
This is true. Well, there'll be some rain and mud anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe some snow.
Yeah.
But, what is this? It's April.
Yeah.
It's snowing. Thank Justin.
Yeah, it's race day.
Yeah. But neat stuff coming in. We wanted to switch it up a little bit. Justin had the idea, hey, let's rebrand these a little, just because everybody's got 2 years of getting the same shirts, same logos. So now new logos, new names.
Yep.
And we'll continue. Breeze doing a great job of developing logos for the races. Really like that. Pretty cool deal. And of course, Quentin and Jack Garrett Ford, big partner in that. And if you haven't joined Strava yet, Justin, give a pitch for Strava. Let's get more people involved. 'Cause you got what, over 150 now?
Yeah.
You went international there for a little bit.
Ooh.
No, not a good thing.
Yeah,
We got spammed by like 30 people.
we had to change the settings to only allow people that we are approved, because I think they got wind of one of our Strava challenges where we do a $10 Amazon gift card. So I mean, there are people from literally every corner of the globe.
Philippines, Sri Lanka. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, where did all these people come from?
Yeah,
Justin's expanded his reach.
Yeah.
We do stuff like that from time to time. Join the group; it's totally free. And yeah, if you for that example, you do a mile a day for 5 days in a row, you win $10. So just
Amazon.
fun stuff like that.
Yeah, I got on to Cena last night. She stopped and
Oh, you're trying to get us all in trouble.
stopped by the walking trail on the way home from work yesterday, and she went and walked. I said, "Did you turn Strava on?" She goes, "No, I didn't." I said, "There you go."
Yeah. Like I said, Joe, thank you. You're going to get us all in trouble.
I tell people all the time, I stay in trouble. I've been there so long, I'm getting junk mail.
Yeah, and then, so we have that. We have our Thai food basket bingo coming up. And,
Yes, Thursday.
Yeah, with Chuck Connor and the International Rotary, and then Joe Ross from the Newton Community Center always calls it. And so happy to have this back. It's such a good thing for our kids. They get to participate in an international project with personal results.
Yes.
And there's not too many kids that get to say that and get to be a part of that and get to learn about that. And Chuck Connor does a wonderful job. He goes to Nepal and helps out with school supplies and schools over in Nepal, which is a really desolate area. And the kids get to be a part of that. And it's so awesome for them. Mr. Connor did a wonderful presentation about a month ago to get the kids so that they know what they're doing. So this is more of an interaction service learning project, and it's just wonderful. We've been doing it for a long time, and since COVID's over, making a comeback with this one. And so happy. Joe Ross is he always volunteers his time and comes in and helps us with this one. And Denise did a big deal with the baskets and stuff, and she and Bree have been filling baskets and getting races. It's going to be a big basket bingo, so you'll get baskets with stuff in them.
Nice.
And
yeah, I think there's still time to do a pre-register ticket if anybody out there wants to
early bird.
Do an early bird.
Yes.
Yeah. You save some money that way.
Do an early bird, and then of course A&M Digital Technology sponsoring a tablet as the coverall, the last and final prize.
Yeah, it's a Samsung Galaxy A7 Lite.
Ooh, nice. All right, so A&M Digital Technology is coming through for us.
Yeah.
Helping out the community. So as we said, shop local. And then if you see that jump drive with Joe's card attached to it, good luck. You roll the dice. But, all right, well, that's it for today. Any last things we need to add in, boys?
I think we've covered them.
Okay. Well, for myself, Joe, and Justin, you guys have a fantastic week. Wonderful weather. And don't worry, it'll change by the time we have the Mud, Sweat, and Tears race. But for now, wonderful week. Enjoy it. And as Joe said, shop local. And many thanks to the A&M Digital Technologies for sponsoring our show and all the stuff we do here at Patch. And we'll see everybody next week.